It's the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.
It's the KQ Morning Show. 75% of the KQ Morning Show working for you this morning, and that's not
solid
bad.
C.
Hey, 75%. I take that every day on the old report card. Good morning, Ryder. Good morning, Tony.
Hi.
We'll get that Gorman fella back here one of these days.
Yeah.
He ventured outside yesterday for the first time. This dang COVID cold going around. I guess they shut down parts of Disney World even. It's all over the place out there. So hope you're feeling up and at 'em today and everything's going okay. Got your power back. I know some friends that went out to eat in Edina last night. Went to one of their favorite places because on a Monday night it's not that busy, right? But it was super busy over there. I guess every other restaurant in town was without power as of last evening still.
Yeah, it hit everywhere. Just even like a block away from my house.
Yeah.
They lost power, so we got lucky.
Yeah, no kidding. Just depends where you're at on the grid. Some hardworking folks out there getting the job done. Still 12,000 as of yesterday, but then last night they said about 650 XL Energy customers in the metro still do not have power.
Wow.
Following the big storms over the weekend, and they expect to have that wrapped up maybe even yet this morning. So hang in there. That tests your patience, especially when you don't have the air conditioning going.
That's a hot one out there.
Yeah, it's muggy and hot, and probably some tempers flaring in some of those homes a little bit. There's Mama Dottie with her pack your patience. Maybe watch some sports. I hear that's good for you. That's one of the things people are talking about. A new study, watching sports could actually help you live a longer, happier life. Well, that's relative, isn't it?
I misread that one this morning at 5:09 as water sports are actually good for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you getting kinky, right?
Probably true.
Like, this is very kinky for 5:09 in the morning, people with the studies.
Well, hey, elaborate.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's, whatever gets you through the night and, whatever gets you supercharged, keeps the adrenaline going. That's what keeps you young, gets you excited.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know about this one. Watching sports could actually help you live a longer, happier life. I think of some of my diehard Vikings or Wild friends, and I've just watched them. They're unhealthy. They're overweight. They're unhappy. The stress of it all. Because, they're doing that same thing that practically no other state, I don't think, does. That right here in the middle of July, they're going, I think this J.J. McCarthy's going to take us to a Super Bowl this year. No, listen, Zeb, listen to me. Just listen to me. His third down percentage when he was at Michigan, yes, I know. It's off to the Super Bowl this year. Of course, might be down one number 2 receiver for a little while, but while he gets that stuff worked out. But yeah, I feel like we'd all be a little happier, longer quality of life if, we just had a few more championship trophies in the case. But researchers found that people who watch sports experience greater well-being than those who... Well, I don't know. This sounds like crap.
Sounds like you need to put an asterisk there and say, except for Minnesota fans.
Except for Minnesota fans. Depression setting in. It's you're not going to live from like 75 to 80 because you sat around and watched sports. But it's quality of life, right? If you don't take it too seriously. Like the All-Star break. We got the big All-Star game tonight. That's nothing serious about that. Last night was the home run derby. Trying to figure out who won here. An L.A. Dodger outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez, just snuck one more over the wall than Kansas City Royals shortstop Bobby Witt did. 14-13. Big dramatic finish at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Of course, they'll go off in the game tonight. But that's not what people are talking about regarding the All-Star game.
No.
Or not the All-Star game, but the home run derby last night. That would be the Star-Spangled Banner. Here we go again. Now I can take you back probably to, what was this? The 2018 NBA All-Star game when Fergie Ferguson and her lovely lady humps got up there to sing. This is just a quick little blast of that from 2018.
That our flag was still there.
That's it.
Oh my God! Is that when she peed in her own pants?
I think she
did.
just
a different time.
A couple of lemon drops there in the panties for Fergie when you hit that one. Don't try and hit that note this morning. Not until you've been to the bathroom and emptied your bladder. So 4-time Grammy nominee. She didn't win any. No. Ingrid Andress. Are you guys familiar with Ingrid?
Yeah, know of her. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you do.
Country singer.
Okay. Oh, a country singer last night, and she took it on a cappella, which I guess is is a tough thing to do. I was just going to play a clip of it, but I think we're going to track through this thing a little bit.
Oh, say can you
Hand over your heart.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
It's a tough song.
Yeah.
O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Excuse me.
And
Not feeling well.
red glare,
Oh, there it
the
is.
bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Yeah. Are they groaning?
Oh, say
Bring it home, Ingrid.
does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Yeah. Oh.
And the home of the brave.
Yeah, it's a big finish there, Ingrid Andrus. I guess that's difficult. You got the in-ears. Oh, yeah, there won't be an encore performance of that one. I see some of our prep lines. You want to hear some of the morning show prep lines here they gave us? Now Trump isn't the only one with bleeding ears. Huh?
Not great.
Not bad.
The head of the Secret Service was also in charge of securing a singer for Major League. Oh, that one's not very good. How about the applause at the end is for her being done singing? We should have just ended with the Trump isn't the only one with bleeding ears this week. Speaking of which, we have a new vice presidential candidate. I already forgot his name.
J.D. Vance.
Hoyt? J.D.
J.D.
Vance.
Hoyt makes a fine cut of beef.
Oh, I had the pork chop. Have you had the pork chop and the cheesy hash browns? J.D. Davis will be your next vice president because I'm pretty sure a little weirdo on a roof just secured the presidency for one Donald Trump. I'm just going to go out there on a limb and just say it. That's right, I'm saying it today. And I know we're over time, but it's Amazon Prime Day. You guys shop the Amazon Prime thing? No?
I kind of want to get one of those blowtorches that like melts the ice when it's snowing, but that's all I got for you.
Cool.
It's you use like the camping like Coleman's propane thing.
Yeah,
and then
hell
you just,
yeah.
I don't know if that's on special or not.
Hey, can you use that on leaves in the fall?
Maybe.
Just carry it around.
Yeah, not
carry
a problem.
the damn thing around. All right, that's some things folks are talking about this morning. We've got more of the KQ Morning Show, including 2 game shows this morning. We're just giving away tickets like we don't know any better.
Big movie reviews, the latest news on rock stars, celebrities, and world-class athletes, and plenty of juicy love nuggets, too. We're heading west for Mike Evans' Hollywood Report on the KQ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, Zap. Tony, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Little love nugget for you. From what I'm hearing, lawyers are hammering out the final divorce terms between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. But there's a story that Jennifer wants a little more than Ben wants to give. I have no idea what that's all about, but if I find out more, I'll certainly let you know. Hey, this could be the biggest story of the entire summer, guys. In 2 weeks, the Paris Summer Olympics begin, and it appears they are going to be a huge flop. TV revenue down 40% from the last Olympics. There are still hotel rooms available in Paris. You can get reservations at any popular restaurant at almost any time. Planes are flying into Paris with some empty seats. Scalpers say that there's no demand for sold-out events because as of earlier this week, even opening and closing ceremonies had tickets still available. I do love the Olympics, though, and by the way, I have a great personal story about the 1984 LA Games. I'll share that story with you during the Paris Games in a couple of weeks. So, meanwhile, the same time the Olympics apparently will be flopping, the San Diego Comic-Con will be taking place and will be bigger and better than ever. Because of the Hollywood strike last year, the Comic-Con was a bit of a bust. But this year, it's sold out. And just some of the celebrities who will be attending include Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Christian Slater, just to name a few. Movie news, the new Minions movie in production, but won't be on screens till 2027. Hey, some rare concert news. Check it out. A friend of mine attended the Rolling Stones show at the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on Wednesday. He said, it was a great show, but he noted that Mick Jagger would often dart behind the stage to hit the oxygen mask. Well, he is 80 years old. And a personal comment, check this out. Republican Vice President nominee J.D. Vance, big listener and regular guest on the morning show that I've been on for the last 23 years. KQFM 96 in Vance's hometown of Columbus, Ohio. Torg and Elliott, great guys, great morning show. Not as good as you, Steve, not as good as KQ, but really nice guys. Good for them, and just thought I'd share that note. A lot more tomorrow, including some big TV news. Mike Evans, see ya.
The Mike Evans Hollywood Report, weekdays on the KQ Morning Show. It's the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS. The KQ Morning Show presents
Unfun Facts. Let's begin, shall we? Shall we?
We shall.
Yeah.
Unfun facts that are really kind of fun because what we found when we started looking for unfun facts there are some unfun facts out there that are not fun at all. They're really unfun. Maybe we'll do one of those on a really dark Tuesday in Shocktober. But these are unfun facts of some interest. We'll start right here at the top. In Illinois, back in 2008, a woman had to have her Dachshund, called Roscoe, by the way, little Dachshund Roscoe, put down, unfortunately, after the dog gnawed off her big toe while she slept.
Ick.
How'd she sleep through it?
Wow, maybe a little Ambien or something. I don't know. 56-year-old Mrs. Floyd, not that old, woke up too late because nerve damage from the diabetes had left her with no feeling in her toes.
Well, that explains it.
That's what happens when we have no feeling in our. They're just waiting to eat our toes. The only thing preventing Dachshunds from eating your feet are the fact that you have feelings. They get there and they, first of all, their little whiskers touch your toes before, they get there with the chompers. And so it tickles you and you flick your foot and the dog runs off like a pest. You have to shoo it away. If you had no feelings in your toes, they just gnaw those suckers right off. Gross.
Yeah, don't blame Roscoe.
The old diabetic toe. Maybe it just has a nice flavor to it. A diabetic limb. I don't know myself.
Probably kind of spicy.
Yeah. Something
Maybe hints of coriander.
Coriander. I like that. I don't know what that tastes like. Pretty sure I've never had anything with coriander in it. I don't know. I've eaten at some nice places. All right, public lice. Stop right there. Pubic lice. There's a big difference.
Much better.
Big difference between public lice and pubic lice.
I don't know.
Pubic can go public. But pubic lice found the crabs.
Yeah.
Found primarily in pubic hair, sure. That's why you got a manscape down there, or, womanscape, do some scaping. But they can also be found on the chest and thighs, perhaps more revolting on facial hair, including eyelashes and eyebrows. All right, hands in the air. Who's had the crabs? Come on, you guys have never had the crabs?
No, sir.
Well, now I'm not even going to tell you how many times I've had the crabs.
Wow. Same person. You just didn't learn.
No, I was probably using an unclean toilet on a hunting trip, I think.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I hack up some crabs there. You'd feel them. They're down there. They're biting, they're crawling around on the pubic hair, and you can feel that. It's unsettling. So I can't imagine having them in your eyelashes, for crying out loud.
Right by the eyeballs. I'm weird about my eyes.
But you would,
I think
you
that's
wouldn't
normal.
like it. I don't even know how you just have to comb them out. You'd have to do it one by one with tweezers because obviously you've never used the crab shampoo.
I have not, no.
That fun stuff. It's somewhere between what you might think putting Roundup pesticide on your genitals would feel like.
What's it called? Does it have a snappy name?
I don't remember.
Or is
Thankfully,
it
it's
just
been
crab shampoo?
crab poo.
Where's
that crab? So anyway, I ended up shoplifting my first bottle. First bottle, because you don't keep it around. You don't put it in everyone looks through your cabinets there when you're dating. She goes in there to use the bathroom and she's going to be rifling through their crab shampoo, half empty. So I probably lost it or threw it away or something like that. But the first time I went in, true story, this is in Aberdeen, South Dakota. And so it's not a very big town. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I go in there to the pharmacy, and sure enough, there's just a beautiful gal that we all kind of know. I didn't know her, personally, but you saw her around campus. Everybody wanted to go out with her. And that's who's working the register. Are you effing kidding me?
Of course.
In a town this big, you can't get crab shampoo. So I got toothpaste, I got a toothbrush, I don't know, a comb or something, and pocketed. Because I didn't want to just walk out. I pocketed the crab shampoo and went up and paid for the rest of the stuff. Made a little bit of a contribution to the economy of that little pharmacy and stole it. And then there were actually 3 of us living in the house. So I don't know who brought it in, but we did not have a shower in that little shack.
What if you got caught shoplifting? That would have been 10 times more embarrassing.
Crab shampoo? Not only am I now a shoplifter, but I was shoplifting crab shampoo. The rumor would have fired through that town with double speed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. It would have, not rumor, it would have been a fact. But I do remember, so I got in the tub and I took the bath and I got up and you have to get a little comb, just a little cute comb. It's a little like 1-inch comb and you just comb out the crabs. And I remember getting out and looking at the bath water. There must have been 50 crabs just floating in the water. So you drain the tub, next guy comes in, crab shampoo sitting right there on the edge of the tub. It's fun stuff.
Wait, so the whole house had crabs?
Yeah, we all had crabs.
Oh, my God. Have a crab boil.
Yeah. All right, guys, get some corn on the cob going, some potatoes.
Bite size.
Soft shell, I believe.
God.
All right. Put crabs out of your mind. Eating cocaine. We're on to our next unfun fact. Eating cocaine can lead to severe bowel gangrene. It's not made for eating, boys and girls. You got to snort that. You want that in your lungs, not in your belly.
Ugh.
Eating cocaine can lead to severe bowel gangrene. That sounds fun.
What if the dachshund would want to eat that?
Oh, God. What would a gangrene fart smell like? Though, fortunately, most people wouldn't be stupid enough to do so, it adds here. Yeah, no. Well,
Somebody must have been stupid enough to do so, or else how would we have figured this out?
Well, the cops were closing in. Cops are closing in. Yeah. You don't have the toilet nearby.
That's
You've got to eat the cocaine and deal with the severe bowel gangrene later. What the hell?
Mercy.
These are unfun facts.
Yeah, good point.
For example, if you wash towels with underwear, that's what I haven't even read further. I do that.
Okay, great.
Well, because it's on hot.
Yeah,
There's only
hot
one
water
thing.
makes it
Hot
okay.
water, yeah.
Hot water does not make everything okay.
It does.
Okay.
It doesn't.
If you wash towels with underwear, there's a very good chance that they will be contaminated with feces. Hot water, well, you're washing it, for God's sakes.
That's your own feces.
Yeah, as long as it's your own feces. Maybe not, I mean, if you share the house with somebody else, it could be their feces on the towel.
Fecal matter. Feces.
It's a pretty word.
Oh, but speaking of pretty words, I can't pronounce this. Elkaptenuria?
Yes.
Elkaptenuria. It's a rare condition in which a person's urine turns a dark brownish black color when exposed to air.
Oh, my God.
The hell? What? So the oxygen or whatever pollutants are in the air, whatever the air is composed of, turns your urine a dark brownish black color. That would be alarming. That would get. I don't like to go to the doctor. I'm the guy that will poop blood for a month and go, it'll clear up. It'll go away.
Shake it off.
Probably nothing. Yeah, rub a little dirt on it. But yeah, if I had the black urine,
Time to go to urgent care.
I'd at least hop on the computer and Google that, and I would come up with alkaptonuria. ALKAPTONURIA. It's a rare condition. Don't expect that to be happening anytime soon. Not like when you vomit. You guys ever vomit black tar?
No.
Yeah, that's alcohol poisoning, it turns out. Yeah. I did that, too, at a buddy's place. I was like, I mentioned it to someone. They're like, that's alcohol poisoning.
Your house and your roomies had crabs and black urine and black tar
We
vomit.
did not have black urine.
And chicken wings.
And chicken wings, yes. I remember taking a date over to that house one time, and she refused to sit down. I'll be just a minute. Let me get my little comb, and we can be on our way.
A little plastic wrap for the couch.
Oh man, we used to shoot a lot of geese and stuff like that. We'd bring them up there, and somehow someone lost a goose under the couch. About 2 weeks later, we're like, what is that smell? Finally, we pulled the couch back, and there was a goose. Somebody just didn't want to clean it, I guess, and just tucked it under the couch.
That's where it went.
More unfun facts here. There are more than 400. Yeah, all right, here's a good one. Martin Luther. You know, the original Martin Luther. You Lutherans, you'll love this one. The religious reformer. Was it
1500s?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. 1517, he nailed it to the church door, got himself in some trouble there. That Martin Luther reputedly ate one... Oh, I've got some Lutheran friends I'm going to hear from.
Oh, no.
Reputedly ate one spoonful of his own feces every day.
Why is that making me laugh? Why?
Stating that he couldn't understand the generosity of a God who freely gave such important and useful remedies. Martin,
so this was his choice.
Martin, Bud, well, that's fiber. You're recycling the fiber. Okay. I mean, I'm sure he was right about the rest of the stuff. But is that a form of communion for Lutherans? Do you have to do that 1 teaspoon of... But you've got the blood is the right, and the body, that's the bread, and then the blood, or the blood is the wine, the body is the bread,
the
right?
Eucharist.
And then the feces would be for the Lutherans.
It's a garnish. Well, an apple a day, but for some people.
Well, it was a different time, the 16th century, That's, people were doing some kooky things back then. We learned that often on Unfun Facts. All right, I have one more unfun fact here.
How do you know to keep it to a spoonful?
Well, you don't want to get greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little goes along. Just a spoonful of medicine. Or what is it? I don't know. Sugar helps the medicine go down.
Yeah.
Spoonful of... You need a lot of sugar. I'll need the whole bag to get the spoonful of feces down. Good God. Martin, buddy, brother. According to quantum, this is kind of this is the funnest of the unfun facts, I think. We're going to end on this one because I think it's just going to linger in your brain a little bit today. Certainly did in mine. According to quantum mechanics, which none of us understand, but according to quantum mechanics, there's a small chance that the entire universe could suddenly disappear in the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS.
Got it all blown out now. It's the KQ Morning Show. Good morning. Amazon Prime Day. I was thinking about getting a bulk load of Kleenexes on Amazon Prime. Puff lotion, that kind of thing. My little summer cold. I started blowing my nose there right as Tom Petty's wrapping up. Once you start, you can't stop, I got a head full of it.
You use the puff lotion.
Now that's Lay's potato chips, isn't it?
Lay's potato is what?
Once you start, you can't stop.
Once you start, you can't stop, yes. I wish it was Lay's potato chips I was eating. All right, the top things we regret buying. So Amazon Prime, that's today and tomorrow. And I made the mistake probably just only a couple of years ago taking a peek at that. I'm like, whatever, Amazon Prime. I don't need any more crap. Well, it turns out there's all sorts of crap that I have unfilled spaces in my home that I need to stick junk. And are you guys looking forward to anything in particular on Amazon Prime you've been waiting for, this big Amazon Prime event? I feel like they do this once a month, but They don't.
They actually pump it up once a year and put a whole bunch of stuff for like. I was with you. I was like, I don't need any crap, and then I was like, oh man, this rain barrel's like half off, and clearly I need to be hoarding some water.
I know, it's cool
you see
stuff.
how much I drink.
Yeah, well, you do. You're walking around with a tanker to that stuff. I just assumed I thought it was just full of hooch.
Nah.
You know, like the old jugs you throw there on the back of your forearm and give it the redneck tug. She's got one of those, but supposedly it's filled with rainwater.
Yes.
Anything catch your eye, Tony, these days on Amazon Prime?
I love looking at the tech stuff. It's so tempting. I'm not going to pull the trigger, but I want so many things.
Yeah,
so many toys.
I know. I love the electronics, too. And then I go to a closet and start digging around for something I really need and go, my God, look at all these electronic things, gadgets that I bought that are just piled up in the closet now that I used for about a minute. It's like kids on Christmas morning, play with the toy and shove it in the closet and forget about it under the bed or something like that. That's one of the things that people talk about, things that they regret buying, electronic gadgets, because they usually cost a lot of money. Unless you're looking for a DVD player, probably get one of those pretty cheap on Amazon Prime. A new poll asked 4,700 Americans if they've ever regretted buying certain things. Working backwards here on the list, a wedding. Yeah, I get it. You don't think so at the time.
Did that come from the participants, or do you think it came from the parents who popped for the wedding?
Oh, yeah, always the parents. I think probably, it goes either way. If the wedding doesn't work out, then everyone regrets everything that went into it, right? But only a few people say about the wedding. I think once you get there, once it's over, the whole thing's said and done, the couple walks away fairly happy. You get a bunch of cash and a bunch of presents, and you're hitched, and you get to run away from your family for a week or whatever for a honeymoon if you're lucky enough to get one of those. But yeah, if you're sinking a bunch of money into it, once it's over, you're like, couldn't you have just eloped, for crying out loud? I have the deal on the table for the girls. If you elope, this is how much money I have for a wedding. It's about $200. No, it's a bit more than that, but here's how much money we have for the wedding. I can give it all to you, and you can elope and go have a good time and do whatever you want with the rest of the dough. Stash it away, down payment on a house, something like that. Or we can get you a big old wedding. And then once it's over, the wedding, that is. So we'll see what they take,
Have they given you any inkling about which way they're leaning?
One said, I'm never getting married, and the other said, I'll take the cash, no doubt. So we'll see what happens.
Maybe they'll marry a nice rich fella.
Yeah.
And they won't have to worry about it.
Are we over that the bride's family has to pay for the wedding? Because I have the girls, right? If it's one of these traditional. Suddenly the other family, I got a feeling, is going to get very traditional. Well, we'd love to pitch in here, but,
Don't want to step on your toes.
As
That's what
is
they'll
custom.
say.
No, step all over my toes, please. A vacation. Never regretted any money I've ever spent on a vacation, and I've overspent. I've come home with empty pockets, empty bank account, but I never regret it, You always have a good time. If you don't have a good time, it's a lousy vacation, I guess.
Oh, travel's the best way to spend your money.
It is. It really is. So not a house. A bunch of people said a house. Well, yeah, that could be if it's a money pit or you're just broke all the time. You've got your home. 51% overall said they've made at least one major purchase that they end up regretting. Jewelry. I'm not much of a jewelry guy, so I guess I don't have that regret. Fitness equipment. Oh, yeah, everybody's got. If you have a home and a family, you have a piece of fitness equipment downstairs right next to the laundry room, just draped in clothes, never used.
I have what I bought that I love? I have a heavy bag in the basement.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's one of the best things ever.
You know what? The girls got me one for Father's Day one year, and I used it like a son of a gun for about a year or two, but I still have it, but it's not hanging up anymore. I think it's up in the rafters out in the garage. But yeah, for a while, I just couldn't wait to punch someone. I just never had the opportunity. I'm like, when I sock someone, they're going to feel it. They're going to fly back like in the movies. There's probably going to be like that explosion sound when Rocky hits somebody, but never get to use it. But yeah, heavy bag is cool, and it just looks cool hanging around, especially if you're a bachelor dude. Oh, what, the heavy bag? Just like to work the bag a little bit, babe. Fitness equipment, sure. Furniture, I don't know. What's to regret? Get some comfy furniture. A vehicle. These are necessities now. Electronics right there. Gifts. 26% said they bought something for someone else and wish they'd gone another route. All right, fair enough. And clothes. The only time I regret buying clothes is when I try to be fashionable. When I get outside the old flannel shirt, T-shirt, jeans, routine, and I'm like, that's a really nice shirt. That's what everyone's wearing these days. One of those. I can't even think of something right now.
But it doesn't last.
I buy it, yeah, or I just never wear it. I put it in the closet, and I'm like, nah, I'm not wearing that to work today. We're broadcasters. Look at us sitting around here in our T-shirts and sweatshirts and whatever.
You should wear your Seinfeld puffy shirt more often. Looks good.
Yeah, but I'll get a fancy shirt and it will just hang there and hang there and hang there. And so maybe that's something I'd regret. I don't know. Amazon Prime, go for it. Go nuts.
I'm having this. So we just got a patio put in this week, and I'm super stoked about it. It's concrete. It takes up half the yard. We're never going to have to water or weed or mow again.
Nice.
Mr. Ryder thinks that we're going to get a hot tub, and I'm pre-regretting the hot tub because I think it's going to be a ton of work.
It is. It's a little labor intensive.
Yeah, I've not had the hot tub, but I was a pool boy for a while. I know they can be a little labor intensive, but they do come with some perks. Being a pool boy. But the hot tub sounds like one of those things. The folks I know that have a hot tub got the hot tub. They have hot tub parties, love using it on those cold winter days. They're out there in their hot tub, that whole thing, for about a year or two. And then it always has the cover on it. Then it's, oh, no, we never fill it anymore. And I think it's like a pool table. It's very exciting for a while, and then it just sits there and it's big. And it takes up space. But good. I mean, you guys probably use the hell out of it.
He says that he will, and I'm like, maybe once a month I'll get in that sucker. I'm being realistic.
It's nicer to have your own hot tub. I'm not as big a fan when you go to... I was at a ski thing. A buddy of mine, Lance, if you're out there listening this morning, one of St. Paul's fine firefighters, and he called it what did he call it again? Sausage stew. You go there, you're on the ski trip, and doesn't a hot tub sound nice? Great. You walk down to the hot tub roof, and there's 12 guys in the hot tub, and you're like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't even want to touch another dude's knee or his foot in the hot tub. And no one's clean in there, and it's dudes. It is sausage stew. No, thank you. But if you have your own hot tub, that's your own stew.
I guess so.
You can go nuts in there.
You can only be in there for so long, though. You're tempted to, because we do have one, and you want to be in there for hours, but it's about, maybe 45 minutes.
Wait,
before you start to cook. Yeah.
And you haven't invited us over for hot tubbing?
That's
sausage stew.
Sausage stew. He's not going to let me get in there with my lice pubes.
Wait for winter. I mean, that's when it's really cool.
Yeah, that's when you really dig it. Yeah, I think, I would just rather have friends with it that need me to house sit every once in a while. Hint, hint, Tony. Just saying.
Okay.
Next time you're headed out of town, I'll come over.
You have to be fully clothed, though. You have to wear a parka.
I'll wear a wetsuit. How's that sound? Or is it a dry suit? One of those dry suits. I'll wear the dry suit. Completely sealed in it. Sitting there with my Bell helmet on. Tony said I could use his hot tub. You were telling me about something you just recently bought. I don't know. It was on Amazon. What is it called?
Well, no, it was at Menards because I'm a good Minnesotan.
Menards!
Yes. So the first purchase that I made for the brand new patio is this thing called a thermocell, and it's a little, black-looking device.
Yeah.
And it spews out some type of magic that keeps the mosquitoes away in a 20-foot bubble. And we did test drive it the other night with the neighbors in the backyard when they were pretty bad. And it actually was legit. It works pretty well.
All right, so it spews some sort of mosquito murder magic.
Yeah.
You don't know what that is? It's spewing?
I
Aren't
don't.
you even
I'm
curious?
sure somebody's going to text it in, 651-989-ROCK. But it's just some kind of vapor.
Cancer-causing vapor.
Probably. But, dude, I can't be having these mosquito bites.
Right.
I got one on, my upper thigh right now. It just looks weird when I'm itching
There's
it.
a treatment for cancer, but the upper thigh mosquito bite. Is that what that is? I thought it was just a canker sore. I wasn't going to say anything. So it's called a thermocell?
Yes.
Hey, whatever keeps the skeeters away, whatever is inside that thing that it's just spewing. There are other ways, to avoid
I will take my
mosquitoes.
chances with the cancer.
Hey.
I just don't have to have the bug bite.
Fair enough. Well, there are other things you can do. They say,
what?
Well, they have all sorts of things. If you want to avoid mosquitoes, I'm looking at an article here on food and wine. Think about having a sober summer.
That's too
Lost her.
sailed on that one.
Had her interest, and then I lost her.
It's sober. Yeah.
At least 2 studies have found that you're more likely to get bit after drinking beer. No wonder they're flocking to you.
They are.
The science still up in the air about why mosquitoes love some people. Couldn't care less about the others, but it's true. My mother is a mosquito magnet. Here are a few more things they say that could be linked to mosquito bites. Bananas. A study found people were more likely to get bit after eating a banana than after eating grapes. What in the hell?
Is it the potassium or the scent?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it doesn't,
I want to know.
It doesn't dive into, we don't do the deep dive here, but I guess if you're outside, go with the grapes rather than the bananas. If you're setting out a fruit bowl, who sets out a fruit bowl? I mean, peel a banana here on your patio with the thermocell spewing out. I don't want to, thermocell people are going to sue me here. It works, says Ryder. Really smelly cheese from under. They might be attracted to a compound produced by bacteria on our skin called carboxylic acid. It also found in stinky cheese like Limburger, or that from under. That cheese from under. Little Limburger. All right, stinky cheese could attract mosquitoes. All right. Why? I would think it would repel them, but I guess not. They are filthy creatures, those skeeters. Floral scented foods and desserts. They're attracted to the smell of nectar-producing plants, so anything floral could have them heading your way. Easy with the potpourri pledge there, Ma. Although I know a bunch of golf buddies
Who sprays that outside, the potpourri pledge?
They're not the potpourri pledge outside, you're right, but they'll fire up some potpourri outside or something, I think. I don't know what civilized people do, Ryder. Don't put me on the spot like that. I do have some golf buddies that will carry women's perfume in their golf bags, and they'll splash it all around when we're outside and it's not so pungent, and they say that keeps the skeeters away.
What?
Yeah,
really?
The cheaper the women's perfume, someone back me up here, 651-989-ROCK, shoot us a text or a call. But it's, there's some stinky women's perfume out there, and apparently it runs the skeeters off. Their delicate senses can't take it. Just saying.
Right.
Doesn't it apply to cheap men's cologne, too? Splash some Brute on.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind.
I think if it applied to Chiefs Men Cologne, we would have heard of this a lot more.
Yeah,
right.
Dudes on the golf course and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
no mosquitoes.
The Dracar keeps the mosquitoes away.
The Dracanoa.
And it keeps the women away, it turns out. A few foods that might keep mosquitoes away and not attract mosquitoes: basil, sage, rosemary. Are these ingredients that we use in something? Grapefruit. I'm familiar with grapefruit and a little vodka. Anything with garlic or onions. Well, I'm home free. I sweat that stuff. Love me some garlic or onions. Load up. Well, there you go. That's how you keep the skeeters away. Or a thermocell.
Yeah, I enjoyed the I don't know what it's spewing, but it's working.
You know, on Amazon Prime Day
ride
today.
Ride that wave, yep.
Ride the wave. We need to get your thermocell over with his hot tub and throw a little party. I don't know what I can bring. A box of beer, maybe.
Okay.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS. It's the KQ Morning Show. 92 KQRS.
75% strong this morning. The KQ Morning Show last night, they had the big home run derby. I was just checking out. I know Carlos Correa will be playing tonight, the All-Star game for Major League Baseball, with regular season games resuming on Friday.
I think they dumped him because he has plantar fasciitis.
Does he?
Yes.
All right, well,
so I think it's Willie Castro, and I'm sure I'll get corrected on that.
Well, no, I think, Castro got added because someone else couldn't make it. I think I read that.
Jorge Altuve.
Oh, yeah, right. So he's the replacement for him.
Yeah.
That's our lone, I guess.
Our lone representative
at the All-Star, the Major League All-Star game tonight. So, but everybody's talking about the home run derby last night, and not because of the home run derby. Hernandez, outfielder for the Dodgers, ended up winning it. But no, they're talking about Ingrid Andress, who's a country music. She's a country music singer. Tony's heard of her. Tony knows everything about everyone singing up there.
She's not of the magical, not a magical songbird.
No, not so much. Yeah, she butchered the National Anthem last night pretty bad, and she tried to do it a cappella, which, I mean, Tony, you sing. You've been out there. You're a performer from time to time.
Acapelling constantly.
He serenades us here sometimes during the commercial breaks. But it's a tough thing to pull off. You've got the in-ears out there, I guess, and you're trying to do this, and you can kind of hear, but you can't hear. And anyway, this is just a kind of a clip from the National Anthem last night at the Major League Home Run Derby.
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting that our flag was still there.
It makes me gassy.
Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that didn't get the job done. 4-time Grammy nominated. Guess that's why she never won. I think the big line that I heard this morning running around on social media was, former President Trump's ears aren't the only one bleeding today after that national anthem. Actually, Fergie was trending this morning. I wondered why Fergie was trending before I found out about this butchering of the national anthem last night. Fergie was trending because of her 2018 NBA All-Star Game national anthem. I think people remember some of this.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say.
Yeah.
Why?
Did she just get too ambitious there? Just trying to do the Whitney Houston thing, which I know she's like it's gold standard for national anthem.
Yeah, well, she is the gold standard. Fergie, not so much there. Maybe just a little too much gin and juice. Got her lady humps a little worked up there, and just went a little over the top there with it, I think.
Flag was still there. Say.
For the land of the free.
No, I'm sorry.
Big finish.
Home of the brave.
Oh, that's fun right there.
You know it's bad when even I can hear it because I have no musical talent whatsoever. And the first part, I'm like, this is okay.
Yeah.
So, she's fine. And then when she gets to the land of the free, I'm like, oh, crap. Even I can tell that's not good.
I know, right? I mean, you're right. I'm tone deaf. I can't sing a note, so I'm not sitting here criticizing her. But I didn't get up in front of a stadium full of people and try and sing the national anthem either. Not to be compared to Roseanne Barr's butchering of the national anthem. She was trying to be an egghead. She was just being stupid and disrespectful to the tune. I'm not suggesting this Ingrid was trying to be disrespectful. She just butchered it. Imagine her. She's got this young country singer, and today she's got her head buried under a pillow, and people are going, it's not that bad. But it is, and she's going to try and outlive that one. Well, she went viral. She's no Haktua girl. America's sweetheart, by the way. Did you know that? Or Haktua girl?
Sad.
She is.
What's one
Listen.
move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
I don't get you. I think you gotta demonstrate.
Hawk too and spit on it. Spit on it.
Like, she just graced Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone just did a big interview on her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What a darling.
Another extraordinary feat for this viral sensation. Listen, the 21-year-old gal, what's her name again? Haley Staley? Haley something. It's in here somewhere.
Is it Haley Welch?
Haley Welch, thank you. In a candid interview with the 21-year-old woman, Rolling Stone referred to her as charming Gen Z Dolly Parton, who's rightfully becoming America's sweetheart.
Oh, my God.
For the Haktua. She's got my vote right now. I'm surprised she didn't make it on the bill. J.D. Vance, you got to go with Haley Welch here. Her interview clip has now been seen tens of millions of times, but she's losing me.
She's losing you.
She's losing me a little bit. Listen to this. Speaking about her future plans, Haley says, I want to do something that actually matters and makes a difference. That's what the world needs.
Oh, making a difference is overrated.
You're done. Once you try to make a difference, George Carlin said it, once you think you have a solution, you're part of the problem. Haley, sweetheart, darling.
Not
kiddo.
so charming anymore.
No, you're not going to make a difference. Nobody can make a difference. Great people have tried. You've already made a difference, and you've lightened things up. You've made us thinking about an important move in the bed. Ladies, again, don't
What's
forget.
one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk poo and spit on that thing.
Every time, I don't even care if there's a little snot in there. I just like the attitude, and I appreciate the assist. It's really more for the woman, let's be honest, the lubrication.
And enjoy.
Exactly. Oh, America's sweetheart. Haley, don't screw it up. Don't try and be anything but what you are. Cute and honest. Just keep bringing it. Haktua.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS. It's the best of the KQ Morning Show on 92 KQRS.
If you're a fan of online pornography, you can still access Pornhub in Minnesota. However,
what's Pornhub?
As of June 27th, Indiana will be blocking access to Pornhub.
Why is everybody picking on Pornhub?
On July 10th, Kentucky will be banning access to Pornhub, and they will join Utah, Texas, North Carolina, Montana, Mississippi, Virginia, and Arkansas. Already have porn. You can't access it from those states.
What are you going to do for porn in those states? Oh, yeah, the other. All right, so here's the thing.
96 billion sites.
Utah, the Momos out there were way out in front of this one. They banned Pornhub years ago, and I was hanging out in Utah, cruising porn on my phone in a hotel, as you do.
Yeah.
And I came across Pornhub, and they have a little video, a very attractive lady sitting there going, the state of Utah has banned us. If you go talk to your state legislator, I'm like, oh, stop talking. You have your shirt on. But it turns out there were 500 other viable sites to go to.
Sure.
So, I mean, you can keep putting your finger in the dike.
Yeah.
No rim shot? Come on, man.
Easy.
Keep putting your finger. But, yeah, it's porn. We will find a way to get off with our little 30-second clips of goodness. But why just Pornhub? See, everybody seems to be going after Pornhub.
I guess they feel, well, it's the biggest, so I guess the idea is just, cut off the head and the fish rots from the head down. What am I trying to say?
It's porn. There's no cutting off the head.
It's like starfish. Go ahead and cut that leg off. It's going to grow back.
That's what it's like. It's not a snake. It's a starfish.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The little brown starfish.
There's age verification laws in those states.
Yeah, that's right.
If basically what these states, you have to upload a government ID to prove you're over 18.
Okay. I know you've already got all my information, every little thing. My phone, whoever's out there tracking it all, they know more about me than I remember about me. But, all right, so now we have to register with the government.
Minus, you know what? Minus the bombings, Kaczynski was right. Unabomber. Just go to a shed. Don't have electric. Just if you don't want someone to know what's going on with you. Well, actually, there's probably a little bit more than just the bombings he was wrong about. But I mean, just the concept of I always say, my definition of success will be the day I just throw away my smartphone and get offline. No email. I just want to be in my mind, I have this day I'll reach where I'll be like, you can't find me. But I'm like, well, what's the point? My information's all out there. It's it's eternal. I'm sure the first email I ever sent, and I held off. I didn't get an email address till 2000. That's the first time I had an email address.
Yeah, that's late to the party.
I was late, but I'm sure the first email I ever sent, whatever it was, somebody could dig it up right now.
Oh, yeah.
On a long since deleted AOL account. Somebody could find it.
Sure.
I could probably find it, and I'm just half-ass adept at, finding my way around on the internet stuff, and I could probably, give me 15 minutes, I could probably track it down, but...
There's a T-shirt for you for Christmas time, though. Kaczynski was right.
Yeah, boy.
There's a fine line between psychopathy and the truth.
Something tells me I'm going to regret having said that out loud into a microphone sooner than later.
It's a package for you at the door.
It's the best of the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.
We are a car-based society. I mean, we all get that. Cars are not just a way to get to and fro from A to B. They represent our personalities. We we see ourselves as I'm a this guy or I'm a that guy. Or
it's a home away from home, especially when you're stuck in traffic. You got all your stuff in there that you want, and snacks and TV and whatever. But
depending on the kind of car you have, it can you eat in the car, you sleep in the car.
All my stuff right there.
Sometimes people, I don't know, say you have a 2014 Hyundai Genesis. Sometimes you just get busy in the car. You just knock the nickels right out of somebody's pockets back there. A woman in Missouri A woman in Missouri, as some call it, has sued Geico, the auto insurance provider. Geico, she says, should compensate her $1 million for, quote, past and future
auto policy that they throw disease in there. Has anyone ever gotten a disease from an auto accident?
I don't. Well, okay.
All right,
here's one.
anyway.
Here's one. It's not a disease, but if you medical expenses for, quote, mental and physical pain and suffering, because in the back seat of her 2014 Hyundai Genesis, she contracted an STD.
Was it from a gecko? Was it from one of the cavemen?
Just to make sure this is a straight line for you listening. The woman had sex in her car and contracted a sexually transmitted disease, and she now thinks that Geico, the company who insured that vehicle, should give her $1 million.
Was it the Geico insurance agent, perhaps?
No, it was not. She says,
how does it... Yeah.
Listen, under the auto policy, quote, this is from her attorney, bodily injury means bodily injury to a person, including resulting sickness, disease, or death.
Well, I'm surprised disease is in there with
you can get the shingles from an injury,
from a trauma of some sort.
Yeah, like shingles sits in your central nervous system if you've got chicken pox, but a lot of times it's just dormant. But if you can have a back injury, you can have something like like whiplash. You jerk your spinal cord and it releases into your bloodstream. Apparently,
maybe she
something
had
like that,
like a herpes breakout or something because of this.
Well, she
got laid in the vehicle, got a contracted an STD from this dude. And is this thing gone to court?
It has gone to court.
Really?
The judge agreed. Okay, Geico's argument was sexually transmitted diseases do not occur in the, quote, normal use of the automobile.
Haven't you ever gotten into a little fender bender and suddenly your wiener was in a woman?
Apparently, it happens more often than you would think.
Yeah.
The judge said, quote, upon review of the parties' arguments, the court finds that consensual sexual relations in the car does not constitute a use of the automobile within the meaning of the subject policy. She is appealing the lower court's ruling.
She's going to take this one all the way to the top.
Geico's lawyers, here's their thing. The auto policy does not cover liability for injury caused by the transmission of a sexually transmitted disease merely on the basis that a covered vehicle was used as a shelter for or as the site of sexual activity. Do you imagine? Someone went to law school.
Yeah.
Someone worked hard, I would imagine. Yeah. Someone got a job as in-house counsel for and they had to produce that sentence.
I like that she got someone to take her case, most likely. I mean, I guess we didn't read that in the story. I'm assuming she's being represented. Who knows? I mean, someone probably fine-tooth combed that policy and went, disease, we've got it. I think we've got something here. Let's run it up the flagpole and see if Geico will just settle. Maybe it was one of those.
The judge also questioned, so should Geico be liable for every unwanted pregnancy that occurs in the backseat of one of its vehicles?
Yikes.
I mean, making the point.
Yeah.
The court is yet to issue a ruling, but it seems like the judge certainly knows where he sees this one going. I mean, you spill hot McDonald's coffee in your lap, get third-degree burns. I get it. I get the point.
Yeah.
You're just getting your freak on in the backseat of a car and with someone that, hands over the keys to the chlamydia kingdom.
Right. What ladies
or whatever it was.
The chlamydia kingdom. I love it.
I was just looking for a little alliteration there.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS.
Well, this is just pure, unfiltered fun. What we're going to do is give you some common idioms, some phrases, some well-known expressions that people have kicked around for years, and you fill in the blanks correctly and win.
I like it, Charles Wright. Thank you very much for this. All right, it's time to do it. We've got two contestants ready to roll. Who is caller number one?
We're going to start with our buddy Randy from Plymouth.
Randy, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How's your day so far out there in Plymouth?
Oh, pretty nice. I'm laying naked on my deck here.
Nice. That's a natural recreation week, moment if I've ever heard one.
So
Congratulations.
proud of you, Randy.
No splinters, though.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Got to watch that. All right, Randy. All right, or as I call him, Naked Randy. Let's do this. It's time to, since you already obviously are expressing yourself, let's keep it going. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, Naked Randy is acting Randy. Randy, here's your first one. Fill in the blank here. He's a wolf in sheep's blank.
Clothing.
Oh, yeah,
Clothing.
Sure.
Something you have no knowledge of right now.
Hey, that's right.
Number 2, close, but no blank.
Cigar, which I'm staring
Just made me think the Naked Gun. When Ricardo Montalban offers Frank Drebin a cigar, he goes, Cuban? And Drebin goes, no, Dutch-Irish.
God, that was so funny.
2 for 2, Randy.
All right, Randman. Number 3, you are cool as a blank.
A cucumber.
Oh, mine's bigger.
Yeah, I was just going to say, man.
Cucumbers can be sensual, don't you think?
It's the most sensual of all the vegetables.
Oh, you fellas. Number 4, Randy, blank was not built in a day.
That would be Rome.
Yes, it would.
Smarty pants.
Man, Randy's rolling.
All right, 2 more for you, Ran. Naked Randy. Number 5, make blank while the sun shines.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Hey, you're so...
Hey, Jude.
All right, and your last one. Number 6, familiarity breeds blank.
Contempt.
Wow, there was almost contempt with that answer. He was so like, oh, come on, challenge me, Lee.
Oh, I thought these might be a little more difficult.
Randy just went 6 for 6. That's a half dozen oysters of perfection, as they call it. Woo-hoo. Blanks of perfection. Nobody would have ever said oysters. I just made that up. I was hoping nobody would notice. Randy, well done, sir. First of all, congrats on the nude porch living. And secondly, 6 for 6 is great.
I'm loving life, like I said. The brain vibes are flowing.
Yeah, man, the vibes are flowing like the Mississippi River itself. Congratulations, brother. We're going to put you on hold for a sec. It's time to get to caller number 2. Who we got, Tony?
Caller number 2 is perhaps naked James from North Branch.
James, good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Doing great over here. James, by any chance, are you naked as we're having this conversation?
Sorry, I'm not.
Oh, that's quite all right. Nothing to be apologetic for. It's just it is nude recreation week in America. So if you were in fact unclothed right now, it would be fully appropriate. But no pressure, brother. You just do you.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Down to business.
We're playing Express Yourself. It's a fill in the blank game. Randy just went 6 for 6, James. So get your thinking cap on, and I wish you the best of luck.
Okay.
All right, Big Jim, number 1. It's always, turn your radio down, my good friend.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, sure. Hold on.
Okay, we'll be here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, your first one. It's always darkest before the blank.
Dawn.
Dawn, yes. All right, number 2. Don't look a gift blank in the mouth.
Horse.
Of course.
Well done, James. 2 for 2.
He's cruising. Number 3. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with blank.
With sugar.
Yipes, I'm sorry. It is vinegar. Vinegar.
Oh, no.
Yeah, something opposite of sweet. All right, 3 more for fun. Number 4, it's a poor workman who blanks his tools.
What?
Clean? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's blames. It's a poor workman who blames his tools. Yeah,
of
it's
course.
old.
Steve and I look at each other. You want to know why? Because we've never worked with a tool a day in our lives. We're like, what are we doing? Tools? I know what I'm doing. All right, yes,
Right.
yes.
This microphone makes it sound like I have a mouthful of Cheez-Its.
Number 5, there's no such thing as a free blank.
Meal.
Well, close. Lunch,
I think you should
specifically.
give that to him.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
Fine.
gonna give it to you.
Really?
Play the thing.
Lunch,
Really?
but all right. Thanks for and your last one. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of blank.
Boy, pound of butter.
It would be cure, a pound of cure. Well,
I mean, also a pound of butter.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
for a pound of butter.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you. That's 4. I'm giving him the butter. That's
All
4
right.
out of 6.
There we go.
Man,
James is too much of a gentleman to say it, but man, round 2 was a little tougher. I got to say,
it was a little tougher. Yeah.
you
It
definitely.
was tough.
Man, good to get in there first on this one. James, thank you for the phone call, brother, and thank you for playing. I'm sorry to say 4 for 6, not quite enough because Naked Randy ran the table. There is not a billiard ball left. Everything's in the corner pocket. 6 for 6, brother. Congrats,
All right.
Randy. You got tickets to Pat Benatar and BTO
Right
Friday at Lakefront Park. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. That's going to be a good night.
I'd jump up and down right now, but I don't want to hurt myself.
Be careful.
Thank you for that. Thank you for giving us that visual, and then also for towing the line there, keeping it smart. I like that. Right on. Thank you, Randy. All the best. Man, I tell you what.
There goes feelings. Tony didn't use mine. I'd emailed you one earlier this morning. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, was it?
I didn't see it.
2 in the pink, 1 in the blank.
Wow.
No.
Red?
Yes,
All
red.
right. All right.
No.
Wow.
I thought I was going to be able to keep it together during that one, but I couldn't.
Not so much.
A blank's as good as a wink to a blind man.
Nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
I like that, Tony. That's a good one. We
Yeah,
got
it's fun,
to
yeah.
keep that one in the garage for later.
Get the KQ Morning Show podcast wherever you listen. 92 KQRS.